Animation Chronicle 2024. Are you ready? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Animation Chronicle 2024. The height of excitement here because 25 years of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game out here. Continuing to be celebrated. I know it's been like 2 years at this point since we've done this, but I mean, most of these companies will tend to do a lot of these celebrations being extended out a little bit more. So I'm expecting that the stronger anime cards that we've been missing from this set will actually show up, and Ragnarok I think has been my vocal point that I'm expecting to see out of this, because if you're celebrating 25 years of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game and you think about the way that the TV show played out, I mean, Ragnarok is a massively iconic card for, you know, the wrap-up of Merrick. Now, as per every one of these discussions, I mean, we all look around here, you know, come on, look with me, let's enjoy the scenery of our mom's basement here. As you ask the question, Valen's armor cards? Valen's armor cards? Valen's? No? I don't think, realistically, that this is an appropriate time to put Valen's armor cards. I know, it's just, I've been so vocal talking about Valen's armor cards on this channel that you would think, oh my gosh, another opportunity, this is great. No, I don't think so. You got to keep in mind that we've gotten, I think Raid Raptors and Ancient Gears are probably up for some sort of animation style of cards. If you have not deep dived, and I will post the deep dive later, the amount of Raid Raptor cards that we do not have right now is so crazy that I believe there's like 20 of them plus that we just don't have. And it's amazing to think about that they have that much fodder to feed into Raid Raptors right now. And Raid Raptors, they just got that crazy support. They got the first rank 13 running around out here. I mean, there's other rank 13s that do exist, but you know, that's okay. We don't have that just yet. Now, you also have Ancient Gear Golem being up on the support block right now. Do keep in mind that there was a crap ton of things that Ancient Gears are still missing, like the crazy summoning gear that just goes, hey, you know, let's go ahead and let's summon out a bunch of guys from the graveyard, and then it's like, whoa, now your opponents, you know, they get to beam out. Basically, it's Infernal Reckless summon on a spell card, which Infernal Reckless is, but it's called Crazy Gear. So it's kind of interesting. I want to see how they can actually try to pull that together. But, you know, the question between, like, Ancient Gears and Raid Raptor that you got to think about is, like, are they just going to make, I mean, obviously it's Animation Chronicle, we're going to pull a couple things, but it's like, they just made all this new support, so do we need the old stuff? Just food for thought along the way. And then, of course, Gate Guardian just got its power-ups out here. I mean, do we have more? I mean, Gate Guardian, the show was summoned, excuse me, the big dark ritual guy was summoned via some ritual, which we did not get transitioned over correctly. That was a completely different thing. So that's kind of something to think about out here, as well as, you know, Flame Swordsman support. Could we get actual, because I believe that this should be our next, typically when these sets port over, this should be next year's May set, which would put us at, oh man, February, January of 2025. You're looking at exactly 6 months behind for a turnover for this to think about. So while we're looking at, you know, more current stuff, I mean, we're still celebrating 25 years at this point, so okay. What about little Yugi out here? We've been retraining the Yugi cards into gold sarcophagus of light cards. You know, his new deck interacts with the sarcophagus of light. I mean, we have a Dark Magician coming. We got an Archfiend Summon Skull retrain out here. Is it highly possible that in Animation Chronicle we see an older card that maybe Yugi played that we could pay a homage to and also have it work in the same way as we'll also double it up to work with the Gold Sarcophagus of Light stuff. Because I was kind of thinking about that, and it's like, it's highly possible that we can do something with little Yugi's deck and actually try to bridge the gap here and allow some sort of way for this to kind of come together. And I am kind of curious to see if that will be a possibility, because the Gold Sarcophagus of Light stuff is entirely original. It was never shown in the show. The Gold Sarcophagus of Light is just Konami's way of going, hey, you know, it's 25 years of the game. We needed a way to kind of bridge all of Yugi's former cards together, and now we have the chance to do so via Animation Chronicle. Now, one of the biggest things that I would love to see out here, even though I don't think we are going to see anything out here, is this would be a fantastic time to pump some new Steel of Orichalcos support into it. But once again, since the Orichalcos arc is all filler, even though, you know, Valen's armor cards are so loved by the world out here, those cards get just kind of shunned on a lot in the corner out there. Same thing with, as much as, you know, like the Divine Serpent getting a new card or some sort of retrain like that, that'd be really cool, but it's not, it's just very fillery, and I don't think that they really want to push that right now and go, hey, you know, 25 years of the anime just looks darts in the corner. You know, the Steel of Orichalcos arc is personally one of my favorites. So is the end arc, where, you know, or the Pharaoh's Memory arc. That was absolutely amazing to see. But unfortunately, if you're looking for Orichalcos support, this set, it's not going to happen. A lot of the patterns I think that you're going to see with this set are going to rotate around, once again, stuff that's already fairly gotten recent support from the anime. That's why I brought up Ancient Gears, Raid Raptors. Wait, Yubel? I don't know how many more support cards that Konami wants to give to Yubel, because they got two. It got a cover card, it got support in the next set, it got a promo, and you mean to tell me out here that Animation Chronicle could technically give Yubel more support? That's a crazy thought to have right now. I don't think people are quite ready for 4 lines of Yubel support to drop down here, but it is realistic. It could actually happen. I don't know what more. I think Yubel's got a couple of missing trap cards that we could kind of access. There's also the entire Super Poly arc. You've got, what is it, the Fusion God? Do you know that there's a Fusion God in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! That it's combined by using monsters 1 through 12 and can only be summoned with super polymerization? I do want you to think about, though, how you're summoning monsters 1 through 12 in an era that didn't have extra monster zones, and you're fusing it with super polymerization. But whatever summoning conditions that thing might actually have, I don't actually think it's ever going to exist. I mean, just like Zork off back here, I would love to finally see, and this is the biggest thing out of this is the 25 years. I pointed out Ragnarok is one of the most missing iconic cards that we could think of out here. But on that same equation, we're still missing Zork. I've gone on my Zork escapades on this channel. Trust me. Zork Necro Hades, the challenger to the Egyptian gods. But Kazuki's not around, so I don't know if Konami, if they can print more Zork, any Zork at all. I'm not even going to go into like the whole system of what Konami can and can't do, because I have zero clue. I just kind of assume that we back off with some of the things that we can do, or we just create new things that we can do. But with pre-existing stuff, I think we're going to see probably a bigger push towards GX for this one, and or possibly some DM era stuff that they can actually get to. Because once again, I mean, you're still in the 25 years of the game. They want this to be iconic, and I think we will see some interesting stuff, to say the least. So are you excited about the 25 years of Animation Chronicle? 25 years, by the way. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. What are you guys expecting? I'll see your beautiful faces back here in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.